Hey up guys, it is Manic back here. Today I've got Carnage U.S.A. issue 2 to review for you guys. I did do a review for issue 1, so I'll link in the underbar to check that out. Now I'm not going to lie, with issue 2, it was a disappointment for me. So I'm just going to tell you from the beginning I was disappointed with it, and I'm going to open up and tell you why. So in Carnage U.S.A. issue 1, you saw Carnage got control of Wolverine, Hawkeye, The Thing and a Captain America. So it looked like those were going to go off against Spider-Man. You see them back at the headquarters, the officials back at the headquarters. They're like, oh, don't worry, we've got 5. And then you see the 5 symbiotes. You see Venom, anti-venom, Toxin, Scorn, as well as Hybrid. And it makes you think that they're going to deploy all 5 of those to go and help out Spider-Man, and they're really built up, and it got me really excited for the series. But this did let me down, I've got to say, guys. So let's jump in and I'll explain why. So in the start, it goes just to Spider-Man trying to go against the symbiote versions of the Avengers, but Spider-Man, being a bit of a joker, he's making a joke and explains what's happening basically. Carnage is using them as puppets, and he says it's a good job Carnage doesn't know how to use adamantium claws and a bow, so he's just dodging them with ease. That's about all the action we get, actually. It's just Captain America punching Spider-Man in the face, which was pretty hilarious. That made me laugh. And then you got Ben just jumps out of nowhere to get Spider-Man. But out of nowhere, a tanker truck just comes and Ben plows into that instead. Then you see a petrol bomb being thrown, so it blows that up. And it just comes out of nowhere, and then that's that basically over. And it was just so random. Spider-Man gets rescued, as you can see there, by some survivors from the town. Ben regains control a little bit, and then just gets taken over again. And that's the Spider-Man bit dealt with. I was pretty disappointed with how that ended up. I expected a lot more, but I went with it anyway, so I carried on reading. And here you see Scorn in a training facility. It explains a bit more about Scorn, which is pretty cool, because he's a new symbiote, so obviously he's got to go through some training. Because he's got a robot arm, and basically the symbiote confused with the robot arm, and so they're trying out different things and putting weapons on and whatever. And I thought that was pretty cool. It hasn't been tried before. It's interesting to see where they'll go with that. But here it's disappointing again. Basically, if you can read that, Venom's basically gone off on his own. Anti-venom is inactive, and Toxin is missing. So it looks like those 3 aren't even going to be in the series. So that was a disappointment. I'm hoping they do get put in at some point, but it looks doubtful at the minute. So that was a bit disappointing. The artwork here from here on gets a bit weird. For some reason, for me, it seems like the artwork was slipping from here onward. I don't know if you can see that too well. But I don't know, Scorn here just doesn't look as good as she looked in the graphic novel that hit earlier in 2011. I don't know what it is about it, but the artwork starts getting a bit dodgy in places, for me anyway. Like here, the face, it's a bit weird, and these faces, they're just, I don't know, the artwork just turns a bit weird. But I still just went with it, see what was happening. Now this is the bit that really frustrated me, I guess. Obviously they've got some army guys in, and I thought they were going to be carrying I assumed that they were going to be kind of guards for Hybrid. It turns out that they are Hybrid basically. Now Hybrid was 4 symbiotes fused into one, then their host, they had one host and they fused into one symbiote, and then they fused with their host. Now for some reason the army got it. Last we saw of him, I don't think he had a miniseries or anything, but the last we saw, Hybrid just was staying in his town as Hybrid, as one person, as one symbiote, even though it was 4 mixed. In here they've retrieved it, the army have got it for some reason, and it's separated into its 4 symbiotes, and it's just so ridiculous. I mean, there's 4 symbiotes basically. One fused with a dog, which I was like, what the hell. One is just fused with a guy that's a sniper, which to me it's a symbiote. It should be ripping some people apart, not just with a sniper. You can get a sniper from anywhere. One's a heavy guns guy, which again was just unimpressive. And then the other symbiote, all you see is just his feet, and he can run really fast. I mean, it was just a massive disappointment. I was expecting Hybrid to be back. You know, I was expecting like some really nice drawn Hybrid. I was really looking forward to seeing that in this comic, and to find out he was actually separated and put on a dog, I was like, what the hell? You know, it doesn't do anything for me, I'm afraid. I was really disappointed. And then from here on, it's basically just Spider-Man talking with these rescuers, and it's basically just they go on about the house and what happened to them and why they're there. You go back to see Scorn and the 4 symbiotes hosts in a van about to be deployed. It goes back to Carnage. You see one of the survivors' wife and kids. Carnage basically says, you know, I want your husband's head, so, you know, I'll give you your kids back if you do that. And she's like, oh, okay. And then that's the last you see. So, like I said, guys, it was just really disappointing, especially the Hybrid. That just really annoyed me, the Hybrid symbiotes. So now we've got 4 other random symbiotes. It doesn't look like they're fused properly either, because they're only on bits of the body. So I don't know if they're going to develop that and they're actually going to, you know, be full symbiotes in themselves. I don't know. I don't know where they're going to go with the series, but I didn't enjoy that issue, to be honest. I'm hoping it gets better. It is a 5-part series, so there are still 3 more issues, so it can improve. I'm hoping they really pull it out the bag and pull it back, because I'm a big Carnage fan. But I have to say, guys, this didn't impress me too much. I'll still be getting the next one though, so I'll be doing a review of that. So stay tuned for that. Like I said, I really hope it does get better. You guys pick it up, tell me what you think. I mean, the Scorn wasn't too bad. That was about the only thing I enjoyed about it. But other than that, it didn't do an awful lot for me, guys. Comment in the comment section though. Let me know what you guys thought of it. Let me know your guys' thoughts. You know, I mean, that's just my opinion on it. You guys might have different ones, so feel free to comment or message or whatever. And yeah, I'll leave you with that, guys. So stay tuned for issue 3, like I said. Also done Avengers X Sanction. That is a series that has been brilliant. The two issues of that. Links in the underbar if you want to go check that out. But for now, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in a bit.